Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation2. Alright, there's a new mechanic called the passenger station. Can dispatch and collect all the gold. Before that, enjoy this very short video. Alright, I hope you have that gift code afterlife. Now let me explain a bit more of the passenger station, as I mentioned earlier, whereby you can actually send out all the trains once you have fixated the route. Apparently, you're going to add trains into the route itself, so there'll be 3 train slots we can occupy by your trains, and of course, there is the normal cooldown timer, still doesn't change. Basically, you send out for 5 minutes, you got to wait 5 minutes before you can get back to the goal. And of course, how do you add the trains? Let's quickly show you. There are 3 slots. Why there are 3 slots, you'll be wondering, right? So don't worry about the fact that you put it in, you can't use the trains. It's unlike your innovation center or the actually it's logic center, not innovation center. So imagine you add in one of your legendaries in Britain, and every 4 hourly you're able to send this train to the region 1 to collect the gold based on its capacity. So that being said, you will need to use the highest capacity for sure. You can't be using this train in the logic center though, because the trains in logic center are always to collect resources. So you got to understand that once you put in the logic center, you can't use it for here as well. So it's the same way. So once you have selected the 3 slots or the 3 trains, they will be always the trains available for collection. So imagine if you have apparently sent out that trains for certain deliveries you can't use, then they will use the next train that you have put into one of the 3 slots. Alright, so can you boost the income? Of course you can. Right, so when you have a higher capacity train because of a boost, when you use the innovation center, likewise that will boost as well. So here what I'm trying to do now, I'm doing the settings, and definitely unfortunately before I do the settings, I've already sent out my train to Cairo in Egypt to collect the gold. So that was already sent out earlier. So you can see basically there's about 11,000 from Cairo itself, and with the rest haven't been set, I can't send them by clicking the button to send all. So I'm going to do that settings. This is the first time I'm looking into this, so I'm going to do the settings now. For Tokyo, I'm going to assign the train the highest capacity first, followed by the second highest capacity and the third highest capacity into the preferred train slot itself. Alright, so once you put it in, don't worry, as I mentioned earlier, you can still use them for your events, alright, or even your normal dispatch. It's just that of course when you send that particular train out to collect gold during that 5 minutes, you can't use them. That's normal, right? So this function generally just make it easier for you by a click of button. You can collect the gold from every tile. Alright, so that instead of going to one by one, you can do that with a press of a button. Alright, so that's easy, sending the trains with a press of button, collecting all the gold with a press of button. Alright, so now what I'm doing right now is to assign the trains for every single region of the highest capacity. Then with that you can see the highest capacity is 80. That also means that there will be 240 even you assign 3 numbers of 80. Alright, so that's being said, that's the case. Once you assign finish, that will be shown of the time required as well as the profit, which is the amount of gold you can collect from each region. So at a glance you can see every single region, what's the amount of gold you can collect. And of course in region 1 I only have a 60 capacity train, so definitely a very small one, but although that is just a minute, that's not important because every 4 hourly then you're being available again. So it's a matter of clicking of one button, you dispatch and all the trains will go, but of course only one train of the highest capacity that is available. So if that train is not available, they'll send the next train that is in your preference or your preferred train slot, a second one that goes along. So you can see everyone is 5 minutes except for Britain is 1 minute, and you can see all the regions amount of profit with a highest capacity of 80. Alright, so at one glance we can see this information, or our 80 capacity and the amount of gold. There'll be 4,000 for Tokyo, and Cairo will be 11,000. All right, so I believe Tokyo should be 7,000 instead. So probably because the capacity is 45, because I already sent out the 80 capacity for something else. So they have taken the next best train of the highest capacity. So by right, Tokyo should be 80, and Cairo should be another 80 or so. So the amount of gold should be collected should be more than that what I'm collecting right now. Alright, so probably next time when I have a chance, I'll share with you the total amount of gold again. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.